So one of the most popular case studies I've done, and I have done dozens and dozens of them, one of the most popular case studies I did was with Susan Peirce Thompson. And it was titled something like 0 to 6 Figures. And it told the story of her very remarkable, the start of her business. I mean, she started from absolutely scratch, nothing going on. She was a college professor, and she did a launch. And the first launch didn't do 7 figures, or 6 figures, but the second launch did 6 figures in a very short amount of time. Susan coaches people in weight loss. And she just had this meteoric rise. And by the way, it didn't end there. And this all started, maybe, I think it was the summer of 2014 when she came into my world. And she has gone on to do millions and millions of dollars in her business. And it all got that start, with that very, very first launch. And when I put out these case studies, I do it so you can learn. I do it for inspiration and just showing that it can be done. Because I know when I started out, I didn't have any mentors or role models, and I didn't know any of this stuff could be done. And so it's great to see someone out there doing it. And this isn't to say that anyone could start and do multiple 7 figures within a few years, but it can be done. And the way it can be done is by doing that first launch, by taking that first step. No one's first launch, or very, very few people have a 6-figure launch right from the start. And if they do, then they probably already started with a business and a list. But the thing is Susan, she didn't have a list when she started out. She didn't have a business when she started out. She was starting from absolute scratch. And the way you start, the way you start is to get started. And I see so many people out there who are spending so much time researching and hoping and maybe taking forever to create a product and taking forever to create an offer, when really what you need to do is you need to get out and what I say is like rub elbows with your prospects. In other words, get into the market with a launch. Now, my favorite way to do that is a seed launch. And I've been teaching the seed launch for years and years and years. And it hasn't lost its effectiveness at all. So check out my seed launch. In fact, I've got a workshop. My launch masterclass is coming up. I'll be free. And I'll be teaching the seed launch in great depth in that for free. Of course, I'm going to be doing a launch, so I'm going to hope eventually maybe you might consider buying my full coaching program. But the reality is we have people just go through the free launch masterclass and crush it with a seed launch, because the way you get started is to launch. That's the way you grow your business. That's the way commerce works, is once you start generating sales, once you put out an offer out there and start generating sales, then your marketing will get better. Your launches will get better. That's what happened with Susan. It was 0 to 6 figures, but it wasn't 0 to 6 figures with her first launch. And I'm never going to sit here and tell you that it's all easy and it's get rich quick. It's absolutely not. Every case study I've ever put out has been someone that's done the work, that's worked hard at it. But the reality is, the way you get started is to get started. And the way to get started is with a launch. And if you're just starting out, the seed launch, where you actually create your product after you get paid, is, I think it's the way to go. Because then you have validation from the market that your offer is a good one. And you have that validation before you put in all the hard work of actually creating the product. So, Launch Masterclass, it's coming up. I'll put a link down below for that case study with Susan, and I'll put a link down below where you can get pre-registered for the Launch Masterclass. Again, it's going to be free. I'm going to teach my heart out for 3 or 4 sessions. I'm going to try to convince you that you should join my coaching program, but whether you do or not, there's going to be immense value in that Launch Masterclass. So that's what I got for you. Look for the links down below this video, and let's go get them this week.